Hello everyone, my name is Linda Gunda. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. Linda's Perfection Creations is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large events in and around the Philadelphia area. We serve in New Jersey, Delaware. We also do destination wedding as well. We take care of partial, full service, custom. We cater packages to fit our couple needs and meet them where they are. We do some of the services we provide. We do wedding planning, we do decor, we do design. I am a certified wedding planner and a certified florist. I have over 10 plus years in the wedding industry. And we pretty much, I said, we meet my couples where they are. So if you have something that you want that's not offering our package, you have a la carte services that we can add and subtract things to your packages, because no two couples are alike. And some bride needs may be different than the other, but we also tailor our bride packages to fit each and every bride needs. So today, as I continue to do this video, for some of you who guys just joining, I'm doing this video for a year, to talk about different aspects from a wedding day, from business standpoint, just everything in general, whether it's for motivation to motivate you as a business owner, or for upcoming brides who wants to plan a wedding, do a DIY wedding as well. So today I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to talk about the wedding day timeline. So I'm going to give a brief explanation on some of the timing and things that's supposed to happen during the wedding day, some of the things that you need to do. So we're just going to jump right into it. So from start, if you're getting married, most people do the night before, after a rehearsal dinner. If you're having a rehearsal dinner, most people go. If you're having a bachelorette party or bachelor party, my recommendation is that wherever you are dressing, that everybody is with you. Whether you choose to get dressed at your parents' house, you choose to get married dressed at your hotel or friends, whoever house or wherever you are getting dressed, all the bridal party need to be together, and all the groomsmen need to be together. For example, so let's say if you stay in I'm going to use hotel because it's pretty typical. Most people do stay in a hotel to make life easier. Everybody don't have to stay in the same room, because we are all adults and people have the spouses and the partner and things with them. So it's easier for all the bridal party to stay in one room. Sometimes some couple try to save costs, and some people say, some guests who live in the state, because sometimes you might have people who getting married that live in the state and they can come early in the morning. No matter what, wherever they're doing, everybody has to dress together. So for the ladies, I do recommend that the ladies come to the hotel, or if they're not staying overnight, meet at least by 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. It's all based on what time you're having your ceremony. So if you're doing, and I'm just going to use a ceremony time frame for, let's say, 4 or 6. It all based on what time you do. Some people do 2. If you are getting 2, doing 2, I would say just give us enough time. But I would use 4 because typically most people use that time frame. So we're gonna go full with this scenario. So I would say you guys meet up, ladies meet up around 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning. Hair and makeup. With hair and makeup, I'll recommend that your hair and makeup usually comes, around that 8, 9 o'clock point, or maybe 10 o'clock for each party that's getting married. For the bride for her makeup, you need at least an hour and a half. So you gotta add in an hour and a half factor into that to get her makeup done, and the same thing for her hair. For the bridesmaid, you need about 30 to 45 minutes for each if they're getting hair and makeup. So you need to incorporate those times into that. If you are getting your hair briefly done at home or somewhere else before you come to the event, that's okay. Just make sure everything is styled enough that it looks nice and presentable for the day of the wedding. But if you are getting everything done, I would say you start at least as early as like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So let's say if you have a standard bridal party of maybe, let's just say 4 or 5. Once you get done doing everything, the bride should always typically be the middle person to get her hair done, hair and makeup done, whatever spot. But sometimes some couple choose to go later, but they should be the middle person. Photographer and videographer, usually I would recommend that they usually come around 2 or 3 o'clock. Then this is so by 2 o'clock, if we're doing 2 o'clock, everybody should be dressed, everybody should be ready, hair and makeup and everything should be done and well taken care of. And once again, this is all based on the timing of having the wedding ceremonies at 4. But if the wedding ceremony is at 4, photographer should be there at least by 2. By 2 to get the bride ready while she's taking her pictures. Prior to, they can, let's say by noon, they can go to the groom while they're getting dressed to take some shots and things like that of the groom party to get things done. And then after all of that, if you guys are doing first look, some people do opt in for first look. Some people choose not to do first look, and it's all based on your need, what you want to do. Some people do first look with their kids. Some people do like stem picture where they may not see each other, but they might be holding hands or around a corner from each other or facing backwards and things like that. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, a lot of things that a photographer can, play with to get things done. And then you get ready to go to the church. Most ceremonies should be about 30 minutes, nothing more. It all based on your religion. Some religion do things a little longer, so maybe about an hour. Some people might be an hour, but if it's just a straight up ceremony, it should be at least 30 minutes in and out. After that, you have enough time to go ahead and take your photos for your party. And while you're doing your photos, cocktail hour should start. Usually cocktail hour should be at least an hour. That gives you a lot of time from your ceremony to take your pictures, family pictures, and take all the pictures that you need to do, and then arrive to the ceremony. The reception. Once you do your reception, at the reception, you do your grand entrance, and you automatically go into your first dance. And these things changes. It's all based on a couple things. You don't necessarily have to do your first dance, but I'm just using this scenario. You do your first dance. They do the blessing of the food. They do the grace. People starts to eat. After eating, prepare for your first dance and the cutting of the cake, the toast and the gala. All of those things should be done within 10 minutes. It can be less, but at least just prep into your timeline to have 10 minutes for all these things. And then, your speeches. I would say speeches should be nothing more than 3 minutes, a minute and a half, 3 minutes for people to just give a vote of thanks. You don't want people to sit there all day just talking to your guests. And most of these things should be done during dinner time. When it's time to feed your guests, the first person that eat is the couple. Because you want to make sure the couple the first time to eat, because while they are done eating the food, they can take about at least 5 minutes to each table, go around the table and just, let's greet everybody on the table, to talk to them, to make sure that it touch base with all the guests, because you may not be able to see anybody. And there's also another opportunity for the photographer, to follow you guys and get more shot as you talk to your guests and you're greeting your guests. So just touch base with each table to talk to them and just greet them. And while you're doing that, if you choose to toss the garter, toss the bouquet, those things can be done after that. You cut your cake, you get those things moving along into your event. And then after that, if you're doing like a grand exit where you have to, you can do like fireworks, the sparkler, whatever exit you choose to do as you exit in the party. Incorporate that into that. And then after you do all your formality, because the goal is that to do all your formality during dinner and a little bit after dinner, so as by the time people finish eating, they can just go ahead and have these, get on the dance floor and start to boogie down and get everything done. And then while they're doing a little bit of time, they have the cake, you cut the cake, you can go to have the cake for dessert and all those things, right? So make sure you incorporate enough time into your time, because you don't want things to feel like it's rushed into everything. And you don't want to feel like it's just ripping and running. You don't even have time to breathe or catch your breath a little bit. But if you are going to do it, make sure the time is short. Shorten your time. You don't want to do anything too long or stretch that event, especially during the reception space, because people have been to the ceremony, they just want to have a good time, they want to party. It's not a time to be given like a 30-minute speech or all this information. If you are going to have entertainment, make sure everything is short and sweet, because honestly, people just want to party. They've been with you all morning long. Even the couple want to party. There's nothing wrong with doing all this performance and all the other things, but you don't want to scratch our long reception where it's just so dry and boring and people are just sitting there and they don't want to do it. So people want to have a good time. They want to celebrate you. They want to share love with you. Open the dance floor with a rocking music and let just people party. So in the briefest summary, this is just some of the things that should be in your timeline as you're planning the wedding. And for more information, as I say, you can sign up for my DIY class where I can teach you from start to finish how to plan your wedding And all of this information is more details are in there as well. Once again, my name is Linda Gunner. I am the CEO and founder of Linda Perfection Creations. You can also sign up for my 30-minute free consultation where you can learn more about my services, and we can go from there. And whether you choose to do my services or not, that's the information you can get. Hopefully you learn something out of it. I can help you. But once again, thank you, and you have an amazing day. Bye.